Trump also hailed the U.S.-China relationship while meeting South Korean President Lee Jae-myung in the White House's Oval Office. In a soft warning, he said the U.S. can adopt various moves which could destroy China, but they will not do so. U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened a whopping 200% tariffs on China if Beijing continues to restrict export of rare earth magnets. Trump issued this warning for Beijing while talking to the reporters after meeting South Korean President Lee Jae-myung at the White House on Monday. He said China convinced the world on the use of magnets and now holds its monopoly. Trump stated that airplane parts were considered a key leverage used by Washington to counter Beijing's control over rare earths. It was claimed that 200 of their planes were unable to fly because Boeing parts were purposely withheld, as magnets were not being supplied to the U.S. We have a very strong relationship economically with China. They have to give us magnets. If they don't, we charge a 200 tariff or something, Trump said. China intelligently went in and they sort of took a monopoly of the world's magnets. Nobody needed magnets until they convinced everybody 20 years ago, let's all do magnets. There were many other ways that the world could have gone. We're heavily into the world of magnets now, the US president added. China's export restriction on key rare earth magnets has resulted in a supply chain bottleneck and impacted global industries, including electric vehicle manufacturers and semiconductor chips production units. India has also been impacted due to this move as Beijing represents 90% of the global magnet market. Rare earth magnets include neodymium, boron and DFAB. It is used for high-performance automotive applications such as traction motors in electric vehicles, two-wheelers in passenger vehicles and power steering motors in passenger vehicles in both electric vehicles and internal combustion engine vehicles. These rare magnets are also used in the manufacture of electronic items and smartphones. Trump also hailed the U.S.-China relationship while meeting South Korean President Lee Jae-myung in the White House's Oval Office. In a soft warning, he said the U.S. can adopt various moves which could destroy China, but they will not do so. We are going to have a great relationship with China. They have some cards. We have incredible cards, but I don't want to play those cards. If I play those cards, that would destroy China. I am not going to play those cards, Trump said. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security on Monday issued a notice outlining the plan to implement 50% tariffs on Indian imports. President Donald Trump, in an executive order, announced 25% tariffs on India, but the levies were heightened to 50%, asserting that India was fueling the Ukraine war by buying oil from Russia. This move by the White House signals that the U.S. is in no mood to let go of the issue and plans to push ahead with its measure.